Guess who's up and at him and excited to be so? Riley. Wow. He was up way early this morning. It's just after 5 o'clock and we're getting on the road. Isn't this how we always do it? Guess we better get to it. Rock and roll. Well, 5.5 hours later of good times, fun times on the road, we're here. Oh, just in time to catch some dragsters going down the 8th mile. Word on the street is that it's a disaster in there as far as pitting goes, so we'll see what our luck entails. Oh, it's a nice shot of the wall there. That's cool. We're gonna go get our credentials, get pitted, attacked, all that fun stuff. Well, friends, we are back at Firebird Raceway. It's been a year since last year's Halloween Classic.
We're going to find out shortly how many spots we got open.
First round of eliminations in today's high roller no box race. I managed to get in and get a time hit in their cleanup session, and it didn't go so well. Starting line wasn't good for some reason. That's usually not the place here. So we made a little bit of an adjustment in tire pressure, and we'll probably change the launch RPM a little bit. See what happens. Hope we're in the neighborhood. such good times at the Halloween Classic thus far. The Thursday bonus race, the no box high roller, was a bust. I used all my good 60s in Sykeston. It is not hooking right now. Running off a little bit. Should easy be a 1090 car. It's not doing it. And plus, man, I am just so far off my game. I have got to get my focus back, realign my chi, as it were. See if we can get back some groove. In the meantime, we're gonna go watch some racing.
One of the announcers of Firebird Raceway.
Good morning, friends. It is Friday. We are hanging out at Firebird Raceway in Eagle, Idaho, on the outskirts of Boise. So far, you know that Thursday was rough. We were not on our game. Did not have a good competition. Lost first round. Dealt with tire spin. And to be frank, and to be quite honest, feels like I left my game face in Sykeston, and I've got to get it back. We were originally planning on leaving to arrive here at this event on Wednesday morning. Instead, we ended up leaving Thursday morning before the butt crack of dawn. And honestly, I've been dealing with guilt in a way. Mrs. T and Minnie T are not at this event with me. That was the original plan. And things really went sideways Tuesday evening. And poor Minnie T, we actually ended up taking him to the ER. Poor guy was having issues, had an infection of some sort that was, he wasn't dealing well with it. And understandably so. And Minnie T, for those of you that don't know, he does have autism, and he's largely nonverbal, and so he's not able to tell us so much, at least in words, when things are wrong. So we have to look for physical signs and cues and things like that. Long story short, I spent Tuesday night at the hospital with Minnie T. The decision was made that Mrs. T and Minnie T would unfortunately stay home. And
still go. We've got this. We are gonna take care. You know, we've got this. Mini T's in great hands, obviously, with Mama. And so here we are. And I know Mini T's in great hands. I know Mrs. T is taking care of business. And so I'm having a crazy time getting my focus. So this morning, you know, cars are warming up. They're actually going right into first round of eliminations for today's bonus races. So that adds a little bit of nerve to things. I'm trying to get amped up. I'm trying to get focused. I'm trying to align my chi. I think we talked about that. Maybe I don't know how to do that. Maybe that's the problem. But I am doing what I know how, and that's take some time to myself. Right now I'm sitting in the dark. I'm gonna go warm her up. I'm gonna jam out, listen to some driving music. We're gonna go try and find some of that Sykeston magic. First round, unfortunately for him, he went red, but we'll take this. This is definitely serviceable. 11 flat dial, 1099 with a 7 and a 40 light. You can win like that. Well, friends, T's riding the struggle bus. I can't put two different rounds together consecutively for some reason this weekend. Second round runner-up. I got drilled, 005 light in the other lane, and I was mediocre with a 060. Tough to beat. That's all right. We are not done racing. That's the cool thing about this event. Until Sunday, there's always tomorrow. And being that today's Friday, we have tomorrow. We'll get a time run and probably first round of the main event, and then Halloween festivities. And then they'll finish up the main event on Sunday. So we need to win first round tomorrow, and then we really need to have our game face on. I'm having it shipped in from wherever it's at right now. Now we'll see what we can do. So in the meantime, I'm having a little pity party with comfort food, nachos, and an ice cold pop, also known as Dr. Pepper. This pit is full. Man, and they've got us wedged in like sardines. This event continues to impress and get bigger and bigger year after year. And if you're a bracket racer, I mean, this is a bracket racer's race. You don't get a lot of time runs, so you probably better know your car. You show up when you've already got data and can just about put a dial in on the window before even going down the track. It's crazy that way. I mean, one hit usually, they'll do their best to at least make sure everybody gets a hit. But it better be good enough. Some of the baddest of the bad in the Northwest. And as far as the eye can see here, you get to the end of that, it drops down a little hill, and there's another section. So they've got a lot of cars here. The guy that helped us park, that brought us to our spot, said this is probably going to end up being a record turnout. They've got spectator parking and stuff way down here. You can kind of see some open fields. There's people camped over there. I know I saw some race trailers, but they'd like to have fun here. It's just unfortunate there's so many freaking good racers. It makes it tough. But as they say, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. partial mojo round 1 on the Friday race. Saturday is a time trial. We're gonna give her all she's got, Captain. And then we have first round today, because there's so many freaking cars in all these classes. I'll be running pro, that they do first round on Saturday, and then they shut things down, and it's a party, a Halloween party, trick-or-treating, costume contest, all of that stuff. Can't wait. So I'm gonna go warm the car up. I'm gonna think about what I've done, and we're gonna get our racing mojo back. Say hi to Arthur Bonington III. He's riding along with me today. Back where we want to be with the light, and then the numbnut in the other lane decides to go trip zip. Glad this was just a time trial, but don't worry about that. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, trip zip and then 666 on the back of his quarter-mile time. Watch out for that guy. And Mr. Bonington is doing the job, holding my helmet, giving me advice, all that fun stuff. Good job, Arthur. First round in the books. Very happy with this run, how this turned out. Was able to get hyped up, cut a good light, got the stripe, backed into him, boom, on to round 2. Unfortunately, that does take place tomorrow. We've got to wait a while for that. I'll have to get re-hyped, but we'll do it tomorrow morning, Sunday morning here at the Halloween Classic. In the meantime, Saturday evening, always a lot of fun. Trick-or-treating for the kiddos. A lot of people decorate their pits, dressing up, all that fun stuff. A wheel standing show later this evening. We'll definitely take you along for that. need a stylist. Wow. I should have done something about that before I cranked up the camera. But what's done is done. We're here. Good morning. It is Sunday here at the Halloween Classic. Survivor's Day, they call it. So far, we're surviving. And if my plan goes accordingly, we'll survive all the day long. I'm gonna start warming the car up, getting it ready. They already do have cars down track, different classes and such. I think we're 4th in the run order this morning for our 2nd round of eliminations. Off the Boonington the 3rd. Gonna be taking the ride again today. He's strapped in, he's safe. He's inanimate. Friends, 'twas not to be. Don't look at that. That was horrible. It fell on its face. Stumbled. I don't even know where that came from, but it just freaking bogged like crazy. He had light. He had it all. I'm done. I'm sad. We're going home, O'Reilly.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Round 3 of the Halloween Classic main event is where we make our exit. Son of a... oh well. You win some, you lose a lot. We've had a great season. This will wrap it up for us. Most likely. It'll be time to get the dart in the garage and start doing the off-season stuff. And I think this time that probably means a refresh on the motor. Got some stuff leaking on the trans. And we'll look to be back to it in the spring. I can't say for sure what our first event will be. Matt's maybe. So if things go my way, maybe we'll be down in Vegas earlier in the year. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, we're gonna get it all cleaned up. We've got a lot of crap to load up, clean up, and get ready for the haul back to Salt Lake. It's been a really fun season. 5 events, not a huge haul for us. We have to travel, no close tracks, but we did win twice this year. We won a no prep index race, 735 index, at a track in Vernal, Utah. And it was the Basin Bash no prep event, which was a lot of fun. And then we made the haul to Sykeston, Missouri, almost a 3,000 mile round trip for us. Had a blast and won the bracket race at the No Name Nationals.
Definitely the highlight of my drag racing adventures. Thanks to Mrs. T for handling business and taking care of Mini T while we've been trying to drag race in Idaho at the Halloween Classic. Thanks to Riley, of course. My crew chief, couldn't do it without him, at least not as easily, huh? Definitely need help in this game. It's tough to do by yourself. Thanks to Boner for riding along with us. Arthur Bonington III. I hope you had a good ride there, buddy. Our luck ran out. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see what the off season holds for us. Hope to see you soon. We'll definitely see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Well, I heard it, I saw it. Goodbye tire. We still got probably a couple 100 miles still to go to get home, so we're gonna put the spare on this mother. Hope for the best. We've got a brand new G range load range tire, which is pretty much what I need to upgrade the rest of them to. And I'll get to do this one sooner than I had planned, so here we go.